Hello, I'm Jennie Rayment and I'm here today to present the Easy Quilting Fat Cats Triangle Ruler. If you want to have fun with the template, this is the template for you because you can make pieced cats or applied cats. You could use your cats for something like a bag. You can have tall, thin cats. You can have stripy cats that have been applied. You can have cats that are different shapes and sizes with this wonderful tool. You could even have a Halloween cat with orange eyes and dark whiskers to have on Halloween's night. So how do you use this template? Well, this template, like so many of the easy quilting templates, is made from a strong, clear acrylic. It's a 6mm plastic, so it's ideal for cutting with your rotary cutter. It is also a multi-size template, so you can have very tall cats or you can have very short cats. And you can choose whether you have tall, thin cats or short, fat cats. The choice is yours. When you open up your template, you will find in the template there are some instructions. The instructions will explain how you can cut a variety of cats and also how you can use the same design for making a 12-section Dresden plate. All the instructions are given on the little piece of paper. But if we're going to cut a fat cat, you need to decide on the size of strip you're going to use. You could use one that was the entire size of the cat, or you could use one that was only part the size of the cat. I have chosen to cut here a 7.5-inch strip. So I'm going to lay the fat cat on. Now I can have a fat cat that is fatter and shorter that way, or I can have it thinner. The choice is mine. So lay the cat onto the fabric, bring the template to the very edge and cut. Never cut towards yourself. Turn the fabric over and cut again, always cutting away from yourself. So place the template on the top there, line up the line with the edge of the template and cut. Whatever the size of strip you cut, you'll need another piece of fabric for the background that is a square. So if you had a 7.5-inch piece, you've got a 7.5-inch square. If you've got an 8.5-inch piece, you've got an 8.5-inch square. Fold the square in half, and this is where the cutting mat is extremely useful. If you fold the square in half and place it on the cutting mat, with the fold running down one of the major lines on the cutting mat. Taking the template, it's the very top corner of the template here that is the most important part of that. Put the top of the template onto the very edge of the fabric. Align the lines of the template with the lines on the cutting mat. Make certain it's exactly aligned there. Everything else is beautifully straight. Take your rotary cutter, and whether you're using a 60, 45 or a 28mm one, it doesn't matter. Cut up the edge of the template. This little piece is waste fabric, but the two remaining sections will fit either side of the cat. So that piece fits that side and the other piece fits on the other side. So flip them over there and one there. What you now need to do is to sew one piece onto one side of the cat, one piece onto the other side of the cat. When you come to do the stitching, just watch a little bit, because when you lay the side section on, it will hang out at one end and again be a little bit short on the other end. So sew one piece onto one side, one piece onto the other side. Once you've done that, give it a really good press, and it's at this stage where you can give your cat whiskers, ears and eyes and a tail, add a border, and you could come up with something that looked a little bit like this. This fat cat was actually cut from some chenilled fabric. You could consider cutting your cat out of some striped fabric. Why not cut the cat out from strips you have stitched together randomly? And if you didn't want to piece your cat, well, there's no reason why you can't take a piece of fabric to which you have fused a fusible web, cut a fat cat out, and literally bond your fat cat to another piece of fabric, give it a couple of ears, one ear there, and then you could satin stitch or you could applique round with a zigzag on the machine, as I have done here. So the fat cat template gives you the chance to applique your cat, or you can piece your cat. And if you don't fancy doing either of that, you can make a Dresden plate. So a bit of fun, bit of play, why not have a go with the Easy Quilting Fat Cats template?